Happy New Year! Happy New Year! The first day of the year is here, and I wanted to talk to you about New Year's Day resolutions, the things that we decide we want to do for the rest of the year. I just want to give you some tips, okay? I teach lots of courses on reaching goals and objectives and personal power, and New Year's Eve resolutions is a time when we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and so I wanted to just first of all tell you, relax, do not overload. But can we kind of understand that the change in perspective that we have New Year's Day is the same kind of energy and intent that I want you to keep up for the whole year? Because 2 weeks ago, this was just a Monday or a Tuesday, you know? I mean, now it's the first day of the year and we see things clearer, we have more energy, we know what we want, we're more motivated to get what we want. So remember that in any given day, we can change our perspective. And a normal day can become the day when you decide to wipe the slate clean, start over, take a more positive attitude. And it becomes a day when you feel like you can really conquer the world. And that can be any day. It doesn't have to be the 1st of January. Okay, so the same also goes for negative things, okay? So don't make the first day of the year a day where you kind of, sum up the last year, where you kick yourself for things that you think you should have done or you could have done or you didn't do. Let's not do that. Let's just look ahead and think positive, and we're going to go on with our year. Don't list your faults. Don't list your defects. Leave it all behind. We're going to let it go. I also wanted to say, don't pull out old goals from 2005, things that are not pertinent anymore, that you really don't want to do, but you just feel like you should do every year. You put them on the plate on January 1st because it's something you didn't do way back when, and you just think you should get it done and you should do it. Well, 2018, we're living it as if it were our last year, and so we're really deciding, do we really want to do that goal? If it's not something you really want to do, then toss it out, okay? This is the life that you're trying to create to make yourself happy, so decide what you really want to do this year. So I wanted to give you a little bit of advice on reaching those objectives and on making those New Year's Eve resolutions become reality. So like I said, relax, okay? Relax. So you do not put any pressure on yourself. You have the whole year to do them. First of all, write them down. Write them down, your year's goals. And then break them down into 3-month segments. Then you break them down into 1-month segments. Okay, so at the end of the day, we're just looking today at January. I want to take the pressure off. We're just looking at January and what you need to do for January. Don't add pressure to yourself and look at the whole year. You've got the objective, but then we're just going to look at January and what you have to do to stay on track. Now remember that 40% of the people by the end of January, their New Year's Day resolutions have gone completely out the window. And by about May, practically 90% of everybody else has forgotten they even made them or has not reached them. And at the end of the year, only about 10% of people really bring those New Year's Eve resolutions and make them become reality by the end of the year or during the year. So if you really want to do it, write them down and make them realistic and achievable. Realistic and achievable is good, but you can also have a dream list. You can also have that dream list of impossible goals. I believe in impossible goals. I believe in setting impossible goals. I do. But you also have to know that if you're going to set an impossible goal, you have to be willing to do the impossible to make it happen. When I got out of fibromyalgia, it was an impossible goal. They told me it was impossible. I couldn't do it. But obviously, I wanted it so bad, and I did not want to live in pain so badly that I made it happen. I made it every day. I was willing to do the impossible, and I did the impossible, and I did it. So if you're going to dream an impossible dream this year, dreams don't happen by themselves. You're going to have to do the impossible. So write it down, and I'm here to help you. If you want to do it, I'm here to help you. If you want to do it, I'm right behind you. Okay, so I'm going to close up with these 5 little hints. Relax. Do not overload. Don't stress out. You have the whole year to do it. And I hope you plan the goals out and kind of like spread them out, okay? Then remember that this incredible energy surge you might be feeling today is exactly what we have to keep up during the whole year. And if you have a down today, get back up, because you don't look at what happened last year. You can do it. This year is different. You're going to be different. You're going to be more focused, and positive attitude is everything. Third, look at that list and see, are those goals really important to you? Are they old goals? Are they pertinent goals? Are they things you really want? Are they really that important to you? This is your life. Please make that list that it's really true to your heart, and then make those goals realistic. Now, if you have an impossible dream list, remember, you've got to be willing to do the impossible. And then break it down into bite-sized pieces. We're looking at just January. Write them down. Do not keep them in your head, okay? Because they kind of will float away. And focus on just what you have to do right now to make January kind of fit into February, to kind of fit into March, and have everything flow really easy. So you can reach the end of the year with your goals achieved and you're feeling so alive and proud of yourself. And then 2019 is going to be fantastic too. So I want you to always remember that 2018, we're going to live it like it was our last year, our chance to make ourselves wildly happy and create the life we really want. And I want you to remember to live your life, love yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow.